Hello everyone, welcome to another Magic Monday reading. This is your hostess, your guidess, your goddess, your guide goddess, Vidya. I'm a multi-passionate possibilitarian. I'm a neurodivergent, 55-year-old neurodivergent, if there is such a thing. So I have been, done, and experienced much in my life, and storytelling is sort of a constant theme through that. And storytelling for the purposes of transformation, my own and yours, if it works out that way, is one of my passions, and perhaps even one of my passionate purposes or purposeful passions. And so I am working on building consistency toward doing these Magic Monday readings every Monday. So one little bit of consistency at a time. And through it, bring to you clarity, wisdom, guidance, resonance, whatever and whichever way it serves you. And also little bits of storytelling and ways in which to prime your pump and to inspire you for the week ahead. So you could also think of me as someone who's a transformation doula or a spiritual advisor. Likes to kind of play in the cosmic realm in order for us in this corporeal realm to enjoy, full spectrum lives, to really amp up our lives, so to speak. And so air, right? I've been playing with the concept of air because it's I keep saying full moon. It's new moon in Gemini, and we're in Gemini season. And strangely enough, this past weekend for me, even though it was a new moon and I didn't consciously get around to setting intentions because it was sort of a very domestic kind of a weekend for me. So if, like me, you haven't had a chance to set any conscious intentions for the new moon yet, do not, all is not lost. Somewhere in quantum time, our past selves have already done that. So I plan to communicate with her, a Gemini quality, air quality communication, and call in that wisdom, that clarity, and that guidance. But for this reading, it then made sense to kind of bring in that wisdom and that guidance for us as a collective. So bear with me as we lean into today's reading, because before we do that, I really wanted to invite Gemini and therefore the air elementals as our allies as we step into a new adventure, a new week. And with a little bit of a shift in energy, which you might have noticed, and even though we have the Gemini season in full swing, we also have Mars in Taurus right now. So you may have noticed that some things are kind of slowing down. And by the way, my thermostat is right behind me, and I love that because it feels like it's that space of adjusting our lives to the thermostat, adjusting the thermostat so that the circumstances of our lives become conducive, right? The temperature is set at a conducive setting for each one of us individually. So I'm kind of leaning into that as well. And so what I would like to do is to just lead us through a guided visualization, meditation, whatever you want to call it, where we call in Gemini energies, air energies, as elemental guides for us for this particular reading. And since this is something I recommend we do in a calm, centered place, please ensure that you're not driving, you're not lifting heavy machinery, you're not doing anything that could distract you from this. Rather, come back to this at a later point where you can do so in a quiet, undisturbed space, and then jump straight to the reading if that's what serves you. But I'm just going to lead with this particular guided visualization meditation as it is channeled through me. Here we go. And as always, I invite you to sit comfortably. If you have if you're bare feet, then place your feet on the floor. If you're laying down, then just make sure that you're more reclined and recumbent rather than full on lying down. Really just start by noticing your breath. Just breathe normally. Just let's lean into our breath for a moment because it's air, right? Watch how it goes in. Just breathe just for a little bit. In and out. Normal inhale, normal exhale. And you might notice that your body naturally, of its own volition, begins to take in a deeper breath and exhales slower. Everything is slowing down. Pay attention just to the quality of the breath as it goes in and out of you. So you breathe in. Is it warm? Is it cool? Is it damp? Is it dry? Is it hot? Just what is the quality and the texture of your breath? As you exhale, do you want to make a noise like I just did? Are you exhaling through your mouth? Are you exhaling through your nose? If you're exhaling through your nose, find a way to bring it out through your mouth. Noise or noiseless, it doesn't matter. So let's do that. Inhale and exhale. One more time. And this time flare your nostrils a little bit. Just expand them a little bit. And exhale. Let each breath be just a bit of a stretch. Inhale and exhale. Put your hands on your belly. Feel your stomach, your belly expand and deflate with each inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Or put your hands on your diaphragm. Some of us are diaphragm breathers. I'm a diaphragm breather. I just like to fill up my lungs first. So if that's what feels comfortable, go there. One more time. And so I can feel my diaphragm expanding and contracting as I breathe. Settle into a rhythm that feels comfortable to you. Shallow, deep, it doesn't matter. Just breathe. And as you breathe, let's call in Vayudeva, the god of air. Now I say Vayudeva, but it doesn't matter what shape or form that air elemental shows up for you. So lean a little bit, call them in, invite them in, open up your heart and your beingness to this air elemental. And ask them to show them to you in a shape, form, quality, texture, color, essence, smell that serves your highest and best right now. So continue breathing. Invite the air elemental in. So just call them in with a quick invocation and say, "Dear air elementals, we thank you for your wisdom, your clarity, your guidance this week. We thank you for showing up as our ally this week. And we ask that you reveal yourself in form and shape that will serve me, as in you, your individuated self, to my highest and best this week." Take note, shape, form, colors, sensations, smells, touches. Perhaps your air elemental is a gentle caress against your cheek, like a little zephyr. Maybe it's a little bit more turbulent, revealing something else to you, or maybe it's just wafting by like an angel's wings, you know, the wind from an angel's wings, and it's just wafting by. Maybe it brings with us the smell of the tang of the sea, or the cool, invigorating briskness of the mountains. Maybe it's the added touch of the desert, the moistness of incoming rain. Maybe it brings with us the fragrance of your favorite flower, or the sounds of children playing. Whatever brings you joy, whatever invigorates you, allow it to bring with it. Ask that the air elemental, your ally, brings with it little sparks, little embers that'll serve you, that can be nourished into flame. We can blow them gently into flame this week. Most important, ask them if they have a message for you, and pause. Continue breathing, but go quiet. Listen. Actively listen for any and all messages that they have for you. When you feel ready, thank them. Ask them to be present with you as and when you need them. And then release them in grace. Not release them as in we are not releasing them. Say, say they're welcome to take their leave of you anytime they choose, as you take your leave of them right now in grace and in gratitude. So thank them, wisdom, clarity, guidance. Thank them for all the ways in which they will serve and support you in the week to come. And when you're ready, take a few more breaths. Center back into your body, come back into your body, wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Feel your breath coursing in and out of you. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Do you feel light? Just take a moment to journal. Do you feel light? Do you feel invigorated? What sensations came up? Pause a moment here if you need to record all of that. And as we do so, I am going to jump straight into the reading for this week. I have no idea. I'm just gonna put the cards out. And what I see is this beautiful beacon. It feels like a fire right in my third eye, like a flame, not a fire, but like a little flame right in my third eye. So I know that this is just going to come through. And for me, the air elemental is bringing in wind chimes, the sounds of wind chimes. So I'm going to just go ahead and open this up to their wisdom and guidance with a little invocation. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We ask all air beings, benign air beings and air elementals to guide us through their wisdom, their clarity, their informations, their inspirations, their ignitions this week as we lean into a brand new adventure. We thank you for guiding us from ignorance to knowledge, from darkness to light. And we ask that you stay with us and continue to serve our highest and best in ways that allow us to serve and support others to our highest and best and to their highest and best. So it is, and so it has been, so it shall be. Tathastu, tathastu, tathastu. Okay, let's see what, okay, so we already have a few cards jumped out, and I'm just going to go with the cards that jumped out. Right. That's how it rolls this time. Now, I don't typically do reversals, so I'm going to just lean into this for a moment to see if you're meant to. Okay, they do want me to go ahead and do this reversal. So the first card that was right on top of the cards that jumped up was the Knight of Swords, and this came up straight up. So this is great because the Knight is, the Knights in Tarot are their code cards. So they have reached a certain level of accumulation of knowledge and wisdom in their own life. So we are all knights, but look at this, we are kind of like, there's a hawk, there's a motorcycle. I'm a motorcycle rider. I'm all about two-wheelers. Now you decide whether you want to be on a crotch rocket or you want to be on a cruiser. But really, it's sort of where the journey feels like this week is opening up with us racing, because this person is clearly running toward a vehicle of some kind, a transportation of some kind that will take us to the next phase of our journey. And there's a bird of prey, right? A raptor up in the sky. So it kind of tells me that, hey, keep your eyes focused on your dreams, on your desires, on your goals, maybe. This feels more like a goal. So yes, the motorcycle is a goal. So we are racing towards a goal. It is important to keep our eyes fixed on the goal, and it is important to be equipped. Look at the bow and the quiver of arrows on his back. So, we are equipped, we are ready, we are moving towards our goals actively. At the same time, to me, this hawk, eagle, whatever it is up in the sky, falcon, this bird of prey up in the sky, it's soaring up. It says, keep in mind, like be guided by your overarching dreams and desires. So the way I see the difference between goals and dreams and desires is that we know how to get to the goal, right? We know how to get from here to the motorcycle, but we don't quite know how to get to our dreams and desires. That's why there are dreams. Like, I want that big thing. And by the way, I say big thing. It doesn't have to be big. It's whatever is big for you. For someone who's never flown before, getting on a plane is a huge thing. So for someone who's never traveled abroad somewhere before, doing that is a huge thing. So whatever it is that feels big to you is big to you. That's all it means. And so keep in mind those larger dreams and larger desires. Allow yourself to be guided by them, because they are saying, okay, this is where you need to go when you climb onto your motorcycle. So the goal is the next sort of milestone marker toward that larger destination. To use an analogy, think we're all Dorothys, right? And we're all headed towards the Emerald City. That's the larger destination, the end goal, the end destination. But to get there, she has to go through all these different milestone markers first. She has to walk past the woods where she meets the Tin Man and so on and so forth. So that's what goals are. It's like begin walking, get to your next milestone marker, but keep in mind, make sure you're orienting yourself towards be heart-led. Because our dreams are in our hearts. Be heart-led, and then use your mind, to work out the next level practical steps to get you to the next marker. So there's some practical action steps to be taking in this week towards our larger goals. That seems to be the overarching theme over here. And that kind of feels like a good elemental message to receive, because we are still on the journey. We haven't gotten to where we need to go yet. We are, look at her. She's traveling in a boat that is being pulled forward. So this is the Six of Swords. So it's another air card. She's being pulled forward by these three crows, and then behind, again, not so much, they kind of look like they're behind her, but again, there's three birds in flight. And she is sort of in contemplation here. She looks a little sad, to be honest. This is not my favorite Six of Swords representation in this particular, to be very honest, but we can just say that she is in contemplation, and she feels like she is, maybe she feels like she's in the midst of some turbulence, because look, she's got her hand holding on to her hair, and she's kind of got like very limited belongings. She's just got that one suitcase with her. So it might be she's traveling light. She might be feeling a little sad about what she has had to leave behind, or what she is leaving behind. And yet the truth is that she is traveling to, if you look at this part at the bottom, it's like she's almost touched the shore, right? If she looks up, she'll see where she's supposed to be. So there's that part of it. Like the two of these together kind of says, be focused on your goal. Remember that you're on a journey, but it's okay to grieve for what you've had to leave behind, but don't be so lost in your sadness that you're not seeing that you're almost there, right? That you're actually moving into, it's either almost there, or maybe you're moving into clearer water, smoother water. So the turbulence is temporary, if any. If there is any turbulence, it's temporary. So this is, again, saying just work steadfastly towards your dreams, your aspirations, your goals this week. The rest of the cards are unfortunately all reversed. I'm saying unfortunately, I shouldn't. I'm backspace under delete. The rest of the cards are reversed. And that to me just is more of a sign of pay attention to these things. There might be a little bit of a, like I said, turbulence happening this week. Just pay attention to the fact that it's just for this week. Just make sure you stay focused on your dreams, your goals. That's what it seems to me. Because again, we've got a Seven of Swords here that came upside down. So sometimes upside down to me means it's hidden. It's hidden. It's not revealed yet. It's in the shadow space. It might be something we need to look at within ourselves. And so Seven of Swords here, like, again, this is like there's somebody, to me, this kind of almost feels like moving so fast toward your goal, and a part of you is sort of lost in the memories of what has been, perhaps, just watch your back. Keep an eye. Keep an eye. Remember, you have the bow and quiver on your back. So this person in the Seven of Swords, often sometimes, it's kind of like someone waiting in wait to we don't know what their intentions are, right? We don't know if they are honorable or if they're malicious. We don't know. This person is just he almost looks like his hoodie is covered, his head up. It doesn't evoke any good feelings, right? Let's be honest about it. It's kind of a bit of a dark card. And so, and yet you have this crow screeching a warning. So it's like, pay attention to the warning signs, right? Pay attention to the warning signs. Watch your back and just remember that you are equipped. This is not about, getting scared. No, this is a reminder that no matter what shows up, you can take it on. That's what this is a reminder of. So it just kind of says there's something lurking in the shadows. And when it shows up, remember, you have what it takes to take it on, overcome it, and keep moving towards your goals. We also have, again, so to me, these are all the cards that came reversed, but another Four of Swords that also came reversed. And so this too is kind of, if you look at it upright, she's curled up, and she's, again, it looks like she's like, her heart, there's a heart right next to her, but she's asleep. She's sort of all tangled up in that little bird's nest looking thing. Her eyes are closed and she's not looking at this. So again, reverse, this tells me open your eyes. Just be alert and aware this week for unexpected, because you're still on the journey. These two people, whoever they are, or these two circumstances, whatever they are going to kind of come in to nudge you a little. That is kind of the turbulence you could expect. Now, the cool part about it is these are minor arcana cards. So this is nothing major. This is just a little bump in the road for us, right? And we are eminently equipped to handle it. So that's the reminder. That's a constant reminder. We are eminently equipped to handle it. And also remember that if you open your eyes, you will see the heart. If you look up, you will see your dream and desires. So again, be heart-led, right? Lead with your heart, but use your mind. That's what this is saying. Then we have these two cards show up reversed as well. And the Page of Pentacles, so it is entirely possible that because air in the night, nights are all about new opportunities. Every night in the Sword is about exploring new lands, new opportunities, moving forward in some way. So oftentimes, career, profession, maybe you're contemplating, because it's an air sign, it's Gemini, new careers, new pathways, new opportunities. And so it might feel like, again, things are not moving as fast as you would like them to. Now, this is interesting because it's the Page of Pentacles reversed, another court card. We have, oh my goodness, we have 3 court cards in this spread. And Mars just went into Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign. Pentacles is all about earth. So it just is again, that message. Yes, there are new opportunities coming your way as you make your way toward them, but there could be some delays. Again, do not allow them to take you off track. Do not get immersed in, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't have. Don't second guess yourself. None of that. Stay steadfast. Keep moving forward. That is the message over here. And when the time comes, this message will come through. It's a page, not an ace, but this message bearing, something to do with career, material prosperity, any and all of those will come through. And the last reverse card we had was the Queen of Wands. And straight up when I look at this card, there's so much joy in her, right? And you look at her, she is like sitting, she's a queen, man. She's sovereign, she's in her power. Upside down. Well, upside down, it can mean a lot of things. She's still in her power. It's not that she's not in her power, but maybe she's singing a different tune because she's got, or her magic is coming at us a different way. So to me, The message coming through with this card is that because Wands is all about creativity and dynamism and drive, right? So there's intellectual drive, cerebral drive this week. But our creative energy, that spark, that fire within us, it might need to look at things from a different perspective, is what it feels like. Like you can't, your joy, because look at her, she's so joyful. Your magic, what creates that magical joy within you, might have to come a different way. We all might have to, because we're still on the journey, take a different path, because maybe we need to do a detour to avoid this person who's waiting inside for us. And when that message comes, take it. Take it to move forward. That's the message that seems to be coming through over here. I am going to go ahead and ask for another card to just clarify all of this for us and to maybe give us an overarching theme to go through. And please, again, this is for me as much as it is for you. So it's not meant to be a discouraging spread in any way, or a discouraging set of cards in any way. I think it's more a reminder to, yes, that's what it feels like. It's like a reminder to, again, like call, slow down, do that air visualization, meditation, call on your ally, is to really take those pause moments to reflect and redirect our energies as needed. That's really what, and when we do that, we truly, like, that's really it, the moment, because this came this way, right? How long does it take me to do this? See? That's it. In an instant, it can shift. And so that's the message over here. In an instant, this can become this, right? These cards do a lot of reflection. And that's the message over here, that when we just kind of take that moment to pause, to recenter, to regain our ground, to anchor ourselves in what is positive, and keep ourselves focused on where we want to go, this goes from this to this. That's the message over here. So remember to have those pause moments, to carve out time for those pause moments anytime you're feeling a little off-centered, off breath. You can use the meditation that I offered in the beginning of this reading, or you can just do a simple 3-breath pause, 5-breath pause. Breath is the fastest way to shift state, because breath, when we take 3 breaths like we do right now, so like if you're feeling let's do it right now, in fact, because this was a bit of a kind of a, I know I'm feeling a little like, whoa, that's a bit of a squeeze in this. As one of my favorite tarot readers would say, Jimmy, that was a bit of a squeeze here in this spread. So let's recenter ourselves. Let's do those 3 breaths. Here we go. I'm going to do it on a count of 4 inhale, 4 hold, 8 exhale. But do it to a count that is, 1:2. So inhale to whatever is your proportion. If you inhale to a count of 3, hold for 3, exhale for 6. Okay, here we go. Let's do breath 1. Hold. And exhale. Two more times. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. One more time. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. I have a snoring puppy. He's snoring away in the bed. That's how fast animals can recenter themselves. So it's a good lesson to learn from them as well. Feel better, right? I feel better. So here we go. One card just to kind of give us some overarching, you know what? Let's do this slightly different way. Let's pull an oracle card instead. Let's see what the wisdom of the hidden realms has to say to us I'm going to ask for, again, I'm going to call in air as the ally, as the elemental ally over here, and I'm going to say, give us some reassurance, right? Like give us something that kind of feels uplifting, buoyant air. There we go. Let's ask for some buoyant air messages from the hidden realms. Okay. Oh, I like this. So, what we got was this, which of course I have no idea how to, since I'm recording this, I don't know how to bring this the way you can read. So it says, the camel boy, small steps and asking for help. Now I'm going to just kind of, let's just sink into that for a moment. Just you take what you need to take from that card, and you can pause the recording and watch this for as long as you need to. I'm trying to put this out in a way that really it's not about the text, focus on the image. So camel boy, now camel, not a horse, not an elephant, a camel. What's the magic of camels? Camels can endure they have endurance, right? I mean, they have to go through the desert, so they can go long periods without food and water. Why can they go long periods without food and water? Because they equip themselves. That hump is there for extra. It's a reservoir of extra fat, food, whatever they store over there, right? It's where they come in. So that's our hump this week, right? We equip ourselves. So use Monday, Tuesday to equip yourself. But then look at the boy who's riding the camel. You know, he's young, he's joyful, he's singing this, playing a flute or a recorder or something of that kind. And so it's kind of like, you know, he's in his bliss. Look at his expression. He's just lost in his bliss. And so that's the thing, like, take those small steps towards our goal. And when necessary, pick up your recorder and ask for help. Whether we ask for help from the air elementals, from source, from the divine, from your gods, goddesses, whatever your term for it, from the people around us, which is most important. We can ask for help from our community, our family, our friends, peers, mentors, colleagues. We have support systems all around us all of the time. We are abundantly and infinitely resourced. Use those resources. Call out for help. Sing that help tune, play that help tune. So that is the message for this week. I trust it serves you. Please, as always, feel free to leave me comments or an aha that occurred to you. And also let me know if this is something you would like to do on a personal basis. If you would like your own version of your week, I'm available to do readings on a fluid schedule right now. So just reach out to me with a direct message. The information will be in the links below, and we'll take it from there. Until then, have a fantastic, magical Monday and the rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Adios.